Attention, everybody. I have an important announcement to make. Cannonball!
The official SOYNFFL podcast is on the air.
Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Mike, World Champion Rocco, with Jason, 0-2 Jordan,
Your face looks like a butt.
and Steve, 0-2 Roop.
This half stick of gum is filling up my mouth.
Look, he's got like Big League Chew in there. There's like a little stick of...
And we're here to talk anything and everything,
SOYNFFL!
including possibly the worst team in the history of the league.
Wait! I think I know what you're talking about!
Oh,
Look!
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Thanks, that's the podcast!
Let's start right there. Worst team in history?
Worst team to ever suit up, yes.
Worst team to put on the pads.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
It's rather pathetic when you look at his starting lineup, but it only gets worse when you look at his backups.
Yeah, you know.
There's not much to say.
There's not much to say. It's so
It's
terrible.
like you're yelling, but you're not. Well,
Woo! Inside time word joke.
well, he's got Kobe Fleener.
Why were you inside Tom Wirt?
That's what she said.
Hello. Blackman.
I think he just dropped Kobe Fleener.
Did he? That's a cool name, though.
No, this
yeah.
this roster we're looking at is current. This is what he got to.
I know he wants Adrian Peterson, so I thought, okay, maybe I can get something for Adrian Peterson. So
Behind
I look
the
at this
scenes.
roster and it's like, good lord, he doesn't have anybody I want.
No.
It's horrible.
This is horrible.
It was terrible. It was just terrible. I'll never get over it as long as I live.
There's nothing to say. It's terrible. I mean, we talked about this, but the backup quarterback for the Jets actually outperformed Chris Johnson this week. That's how bad this roster is.
First round pick, Chris Johnson, am I right?
First round pick, I believe.
Seventh overall.
Seventh overall.
1 for 1.
1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. We thought when he said
How
3
far
for
did he
3,
get?
he was talking about his draft picks, not for 3 losses in a row. Coming this week, baby.
Really, the better question is, will he win a game this season?
Well, yes, because he's going to keep tanking, and pretty soon he's going to get like a starting running back.
Believe me, I've been there. It doesn't work that way. He's in a tailspin.
Jim Ward does it.
I don't see this. I don't see him getting out of this.
Tailspin,
Have we
barrel
ever
roll.
had a winless team during the year?
I think this is a good chance. And the worst part of this is, it's not like he's anti-playing for draft position next year. It's still random. This does him no good. This is terrible.
What's going to suck is if he beats me next week, I'm going to look like the biggest ninny in the whole world.
Yeah, you will, because you'll be 0-3.
Yeah, to be fair, you and I are.
But I've got a good 0-3 team.
Year of the J. Year of the
That's
J.
true.
So what else do you want to talk about?
Yeah, what else do you want to talk about, Kamish?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just get to the picks. This is.
What are surprises so far this year? Any surprises besides a horrible Aaron Luck team? Well, that
That's not really a surprise.
Whoa, you got butt slammed.
I'm a little surprised that JJ here is 0-2. That is kind of surprising.
But there's reasons. There's reasons behind
Part
it.
of the lost podcast that never aired, all 3 of us said this was the year of the J. That
Yeah.
he
Yep.
was going to win it
Picked
all.
him to win it all. Yeah.
It's true. I still could.
I look good. I mean, really good.
I may not make it in the playoffs with the best team ever in SOYNFFL.
Let's
Do I get a trophy for that?
Let's not let the other horrible team go unscathed here, because there is another 0-2 team that is pathetic. I think he's got the least number of points in the league.
Yeah.
Aaron's beaten him by like 8 points or something.
Who is
He
it?
goes wild.
Oh, yeah.
His roster's pretty bad. He doesn't understand
We're-
why people think he's a horrible manager already. He's asking me, they think I'm bad. You should see these trade.
Number 1, he thinks we're funny. Well, already you look like a nerd. We're not funny. We're idiots. Number 2, you're supposed to have beginner's luck, and you're tanking, man.
All right.
Make some noise.
Okay, so Dave versus Aaron. What happens?
Oh, when do they play?
They're going to play at some point.
That'll be matchup of the week.
It will be matchup of the week, and I'm still going to pick Dave.
And,
Well, of course you picked Dave.
and then one thing that it shouldn't surprise me. Some things never change. Dumb luck. Who am I talking about?
Harry Ashball!
Harry Ashball. Dumb luck. It is unfreaking.
Never talk about a person, you'd be Aaron Luck. Dumb luck. But yes, team-wise, Harry just falls backwards into touchdowns, man. Oh, I said
Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing his dumb luck this week. I scored the 2nd most points in the league and lost.
Let's move on from this boring section of the podcast to the next boring section.
Session.
This week's games.
Oh, I got music for that.
First game.
New.
Save the Tatas against Chad. Imjos.
Enrico Palazzo, which is a great name.
Is it?
Yeah, it's from Naked Gun. Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo.
Naked Gun 1 or 2?
I think it may be the original. I think it's during the baseball game.
We're gonna have to look that one up.
Well, we did move on to another boring section of the podcast.
Some people love Leslie Nielsen. I don't know.
I do. Rest in peace. May you rest in peace. He may be on Harry's team. Sorry, Larry. Leslie. Larry.
No respect, I tell you. No respect.
All right, save the Tatas against Enrico
Palazzo.
I stayed there in Vegas.
Yes, the Palazzo. It's like there's a silent T in there. There's an invisible T. That's not silent.
All right.
So who are you taking?
Let's talk about Naked Gun some more.
Who are you taking?
Chad. He's got a team.
Yeah, Chad looks real this year.
He's got a team.
Chad looks real. Just insider baseball or football in this case. He's also resisting the urge to make trades.
Who?
Well, he will damage his team eventually.
Resisting?
Yeah.
He will damage it eventually, but not yet.
Yeah. He and I usually make some pretty terrible trades with each other frequently, and he's resisting right now.
It's early.
Just like your dates.
All right.
Anyway,
Jason, who's your pick?
Enrico Palazzo.
Oh, 3-0 right there.
I don't want you cheating off my sheet.
All right, next game: TDs and beer, and the Jerks.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I'll start off. I've got highlighted the Jerks. Because
yeah, baby!
I just played TDs and beer, and as we all know, they're flat, but they still beat me last week. Woo!
Mr. Root?
I'll go with the Jerks. That running back core is unbelievable.
3-0, part of the good division.
The facade that is the Jerks.
Next game, Rookie goes wild against Wiener Schnitzels.
You go first, Root.
Oh man, I mean this is like one of the highest scoring teams right now versus one of the lowest scoring. So obviously you got to go with the Schnitzel, right?
I'm all Wiener.
You know what? Luck hits him in the face again. Wiener Schnitzels.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't know what.
Next game, Dandelions against Turley Turducken. Are you going to go 0-3, Mr. Root? Oh, you're 1-1 now, aren't you?
No, I'm 0-2.
Oh.
0-2. It's
The second worst team in the league.
I can't. I've picked myself the last 2 weeks and failed. So I'm gonna go with against it and go with the Turley Turducken.
Hey, I agree with you, but not to help you out. But I agree that you're going to get beat this week.
There's going to be a lot of 3-0 and 0-3 teams this week. I go Turley Turducken.
Oh my God!
Next, this week's Game of the Week.
Now it's time for your Game of the Week.
Year of the J. It's got to happen.
It's
if
50
gonna
Shades
happen,
of J, but yeah.
Against House of Luck, who, by the way, may have topped worst draft pick in history of Reuben Drones with Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson's a stinker.
That just gave me a Reuben Drones flashback.
He likes
That's
Johnson,
for you, Crutchfield.
not Bush. He should have put Bush over Johnson, right? Am I right?
Hey, that's a good one.
Since this is me, well, we just bagged the guy, so I'm saying 50 Shades of J.
Me too. 50 Shades
This
of J.
is my week.
Year of the J, and it all begins this week in the SOYNFFL League. That's it for the SOYNFFL podcast. Until next week on the SOYNFFL podcast, this half yelling is for you, Mr. Tom Words.
You've been listening to the official SOYNFFL podcast.
The dentures came out halfway through that one.
Can I have the other half of the gum?
My arms were wagging, Harry.
I can't believe you rip your gum in half and it's already a small stick. It's unbelievable.